Then we come to the red soil, and with the red soil I'll do laterite soil also. So the first, laterite soil origin. It is formed due to weathering of ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock. The parent rocks are acid granites and gneiss. The other sentence is cancelled. Now the color, texture and composition. The red color of these soils is due to the its very high content of iron which it has, and therefore it can be asked as a question, give reason. Why is red soil red in color? It is because of the high content, iron content in it. Now the color varies from red to brown, chocolate and yellow. Red soils are porous and friable in nature. Friable words here means that it is coarse, and porous means that the soil is not clay. It is in a fine of very small sand sort of a material from which water can percolate down, filter down. So therefore, will it retain moisture? No, it will not retain moisture. So this soil is non-retentive of moisture. It is not very fertile, but it gives good results with application of irrigation and uh, the fertilizers. By the large, red soils lack lime, magnesia, phosphate, nitrogen and humus. So these all becomes the disadvantages of the red soil, that it lacks so many uh, mineral compositions. So here the characteristics will be that it is porous and friable in nature, and the mineral composition is that it has large content of iron and lack in lime, magnesia, phosphate, nitrogen and humus. Then we come to the next page, page number 132, where now another characteristic is they are rich in potash and become fertile with proper use of fertilizers. It's given up here. They are rich in potash and become fertile with proper use of fertilizers and irrigation. I had told you this earlier. Then the crops grown are rice, cotton, sugarcane, pulses, millet, tobacco and oilseed. This you must have made in your table also. Now the areas, it is found in Bihar, parts of Bihar. So please underline parts of Bihar, West Bengal, the eastern Rajasthan, parts of Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Meghalaya. So wherever the parts or eastern, western, northern, southern is written before the states, please do mention it, otherwise you'll get 0. No marks will be allotted. Then the red soil are spread over whole of Tamil Nadu, large parts of southern Karnataka, Goa, northeast Andhra Pradesh, Odisha. The next, which I have cancelled, please cancel it in your books. So this was about the red soil. Now we come to the laterite soil. Now laterite soils are unretentive of moisture and has high acidity. That becomes the characteristics. It is derived from the word leaching, and the word laterite means brick. These soils are formed under conditions of high temperature and heavy rainfall with alternate wet and dry periods. Why high temperature and heavy rainfall? Because these two are associated with each other. Wherever the temperature becomes high, the soil also cracks. The rocks, there are cracks developed in the rocks, they become loose, and when they are exposed to heavy rainfall, then they are washed down the mountains, taking all the minerals along with it and depositing it somewhere else. So that is this process of bringing down the or percolation of minerals which are washed down and they collect in the lower layers, making the top soil infertile, is known as leaching. So the process of leaching is important. You must know the definition of leaching. It's given in your book, and I have also written the leaching definition of leaching. It is common in mountain areas, and it is a kind of soil erosion. And how does it happen? Because of high temperature and heavy rainfall, and with the alternate dry and wet periods. And therefore they are strictly under monsoon conditions. This question can also be asked as why only in the monsoon condition? Because in the monsoons only we have very heavy rainfall, torrential rainfall, which brings down the minerals or washes the minerals of the top more exposed soil of the earth. They cover an area of 2.5 lakh kilometers. The characteristic is the monsoon conditions promote leaching of the soil, that is, heavy rainfall washes away the topsoil containing silica. Please mention the word silica also in your definition, and this process is known as leaching. Now, laterite soils have a unique property of being valuable building material as they harden like iron when exposed to air. So this becomes an advantage of laterite soil, or what is the utility of laterite soil, that it can be used for building materials. Now the color, texture and composition. Laterite soils are red in color due to presence of iron oxide. This is one characteristic. The soil are generally coarse in texture and friable and porous in nature, again characteristics. Then they are rich in iron and they are poor in lime, magnesium and phosphorus acid and potash. This becomes the mineral composition. Fertility. Soil lacks in fertility and therefore it responds readily to manuring and irrigation. Now the crops which can be grown on it is suitability of crop is like coffee, tea, rubber and coconut. In some areas these soils support grazing ground and scrub forest, which can be used by the animals. Now the states where it is found is in the highland areas, mainly in the summits of, that means the topmost part of the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, both the summits of Eastern and Western Ghats. And then they are found in the parts of Karnataka. Please mention parts of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and parts of Maharashtra, Kerala, Bihar, Odisha and Jharkhand, Meghalaya as well as Assam. So this was about the soils found in India. Now I will again give you frame questions for you. In the beginning of the chapter, again I'll be giving you some questions. This chapter has a variety of questions, some direct, some indirect. So I'll be giving it to you. So please genuinely answer the questions, send it to us so that you don't lose marks in your board exams.
It is red soil. Red soil is formed from ancient crystalline metamorphic rocks of the Peninsular Plateau. Under prolonged weathering by rainfall, these rocks break up to form these soils. These soils differ from place to place. They are red in color as they contain large amount of iron oxides. At several places, their color slightly changes as they appear brown or grey. It looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form. This soil is mainly found on the plateau regions of the peninsular India. Red soil covers the states of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and the northeastern states. Actually, if you look at it carefully, they practically encircle the entire black soil region on all sides. They extend northward in the west and along the Konkan coast of Maharashtra. So if we look at the characteristics of red soil, it is porous and it has high percentage of iron oxides. It is generally shallow and its pH value range from 6.6 to 8. It is poor in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and organic matter. It is not fertile but responds to fertilizers. It needs irrigation supports for cultivation. It contains soluble salts in small quantities. Next one is the laterite soil. Laterite soil is formed by the weathering of lateritic rocks. It is found in regions of heavy rainfall with alternating wet and dry periods. Due to heavy rainfall, lime and silica are leached out of the rocks. That is, they are extracted out of the rocks, leaving behind high content of iron oxides and aluminium. Finally, what is left out disintegrates, that is, it is subjected to weathering, and what we get is lateritic soil. Now these soils are of two types. One we call it as upland laterites and other one is lowland laterites based on their locations. So even this soil is red in color with a high content of iron oxides. It is poor in nitrogen, lime and rich in iron. It is of a coarse texture, soft as well as friable. When I say friable, that is, the soil is loose. Well, it is loose because it has very low content of clay. Whereas we have seen that alluvial soil and black soil have high content of clay. Laterite soils have low fertility because of high acidity and low moisture retention. Manuring and other activities are required to make them suitable for growing crops. Now, crops that are grown on lower elevations are mainly paddy, whereas the crops that are grown on higher elevations are rubber, cinchona and tea plantations. Coming to the next